Hi everybody, this is Terry from Sweet Pea Papers, which is the channel that you're watching right now. And you may or may not know that I also have 3 Facebook groups. I have Sweet Pea Papers, I have Junk Journal Tutorials and more, and I have Junk Journal and Paper Crafts. Now, the reason that I tell you this, well, I tell you at the beginning of each video that I record anyway, is that today we're going to be talking about how to acquire an existing Facebook group from a current owner, my top 12 tips, exclamation point. Now, I'm going to be reading the tip because there's 12 and I want to make sure I get them all and get them all the way I want to tell you. They're not in any particular order except for the first couple, because they were the first things I thought of like to do right away. And I also want to mention that this is my top 12 tips list for taking over a group from an owner who wants to give you their group. They're a friend of yours, you know them, I don't know, you happen to be in the group and you notice that the owner says that they're going to close the group. That happened to me, but the owner also happened to be my friend. And yeah, so those things happen and people get ill, or they are doing too many things. They have an Etsy shop, you know what I mean, and they have something else, and maybe they like doing YouTube videos and they just don't have time to do a group, because a group takes quite a bit of time, times 3. So what we're going to do today is we're going to talk about taking over a group from an owner who wants to give you their group. Never try to steal a group from the owner, no matter how bad you think they're doing taking care of the group or its members. They may be following their vision for the group, and if you don't like it, leave. All right? There's no hostile takeover at Facebook. I mean, there is, but it's ugly, and the admins all gang up on the owner, and it's just wrong. It's just a wrong way to do it. So the first tip is to get the old owner to add you as an admin. Now, how do you add someone as an admin? Because you're going to want to do that probably after you're done. So the old owner is going to do this. They're going to go to members. Then the admins that are there are already going to be listed. Okay. And so are the moderators. I'm not going to talk about moderators right now. I'm going to do another series, or this is the first of a series maybe, on how to run a Facebook group, because I know there are a lot of you that maybe you're thinking of starting a Facebook group now that you've got a YouTube channel, or that you want a YouTube channel and to go along with it you want a Facebook group, you know, things like that. Or in my case, you have a friend who is just busy doing other things. Their Facebook group has languished for a year, and so you know, you offered to come step in and take over the group. So the tip number 1, like I said, is to have the old owner add you in as an admin. So how would they do that? They would just do a search for you. Now I'm going to do a search for one of my friends. So there's Tina. Now, instead of messaging her, I'm going to click these 3 little dots, and then I'm going to go invite as an admin. And what you have to do is you have to send an invitation to that person, because they have to want to be an admin in your group. You can't just make them one. So what you do is you send them an invite, and then you wait for them to reply. Usually I'll message them and say, hey, I just sent you the invite, because you've talked it over with that person, and I need you to go ahead and reply and accept the invitation. That would be the old owner and you having that conversation. Then once you are an admin, Then the next thing you need to happen is the owner needs to make a post explaining what is going to happen and why. That's tip number 2. For example, they're moving on, they're too busy, they're ill, whatever. Or if they're ill and they don't want to discuss that, they can just say, they just can't do it anymore. And have them pin the farewell post. Now, to pin a post, I'm sure, well, maybe you don't know because you've never had a group before. So these are the pinned posts, which are in the featured section. Okay. Let's say I want to pin a post. Let me find one. There we go. Okay, here's my one from Say Hello Sunday. I'm going to click these 3 dots, and you see the very first line says unpinned from featured. Well, if it's not pinned, it's going to say pin to featured, and you just click on that link, and it's been pinned up to the top where people will see it first thing when they come in. Okay? Now, you want the old admin or the old owner to type up some sort of letter explaining why she's leaving and introducing you. Say something about you. So-and-so, that's you. You're so-and-so. Has been a member of the group for 5 years. And I think she's totally qualified to take over this group. She's going to do a good job. You're going to like her. Treat her as you've been treating me, if they've been treating her well. Yada, yada, yada. Something along those lines. And then have her pin it so everyone will see it. And she could use an @everyone. She has one a day. You have one a day that you can use. Make sure your members do not use them. But, so you're going to do that. Then you are going to make this is tip 3. You make an introductory post to introduce yourself to the group and for them to stand by for any new happenings after the farewell post by the previous owner. Now, make sure they've posted their post first, obviously. And I would wait a day so everybody's had a chance to look at it, or all your active members. Now, just because when I first got this group, it had 6,000 members, does not mean they were all active members. And now we have 9,000 members, and I'm assuming that the 3,000 that just joined are going to be the more active members. The person that had this group had let it go for about a year because she was busy doing other things, which is fine. So it was a little bit of a challenge of getting people involved, if you know what I mean, when I first took over the group. Okay, so then you're going to remove any old rules you don't want and add new ones, and then announce the changes in an optimistic post. You don't want to sound like you're, Nurse Ratched coming in and setting down the law, which you actually are, but you just want to make it say, I've just taken over the group. I've looked over the group rules. I've found some that are still, pertinent to what we're going to be doing. But good news, I've also found some that we can remove. Excuse me. Okay, so to do your rules, you're going to go to I always do this. I know where to go when I'm doing it, but when I go to show someone how to do it, then I thought it was in here. Then it must be over here. I'm going to be cutting this part out. There it is, group rules. So then it shows up here. Now it looks like I have a lot of rules and they're really long, but there's not a whole lot of rules. There's just a couple of things because I have special days of the week that are fun for the members, and we'll go over that in a little bit. And I have no promotions or spam, obviously, and then I have to explain what I think promotions and spam are. Okay? Now, the rules on here are actually longer than what you can post. You only have 500 characters to create your rule, and the title has a separate line. But so you have to kind of try to be succinct and know exactly what you want to say and get it said in a short amount of time. Some of mine had examples, so that made them longer and they didn't fit. So I had to make a group rules PDF, a file, and put it in the files section and let everybody know that there was going to be the full rules were in the group itself. And then you have to make a rule that says read the full rules. A rule to read the rules. Most of the time there is one like that. Now, if you want to make a new rule, you create a rule, and then you just fill it in, the title and the description, and then you click create. Some examples are here. I took out the no hate speech or bullying because that's just common sense. If you do it, you get kicked out. No big deal. Okay, so I'm going to close this without making a rule. If you want to get rid of a rule or edit a rule, you do the same thing as you do in the group. You know, you just click the three dots and you either edit or delete the rule. Okay, so that's how you do that when you take over the group. And tip number 5, remove all weekly automated posts. Oh, these drive me nuts. Scheduled posts. And you'll notice I don't have any because I could, because I have same days every week, but I like to post them myself and then I can pin them. If you let the automatic system post your weekly special days, like on Monday I have Media Monday, Tuesday I have YouTube Tuesday, Wednesday I don't have anything, Thursday is Etsy Ko-Fi Thursday, Friday's Freebie Friday, Saturday Show It Saturday, and Sunday is Say Hello Sunday. So I have quite a few days, but I post them myself and then I pin that post. If you let the automated system do it, you can still pin it, but you have to find it. Okay? If you have it so it posts it at midnight or 12 a.m., just so you know it's there, then you're going to have to scroll back through all your new posts, find that post, and then pin it, and then all that time that it's already been up, 8 hours, 9 hours, however long it is before you go back, then it hasn't been pinned, and those people that have visited may not have seen it or may be looking for it. So I remove all of the scheduled posts and the posts from the previous group owner are probably ones that you don't want to have. Okay? Now, and don't use those stupid Facebook backgrounds, those rainbow, whatever. Make a graphic somehow. Get somebody to make a graphic for you for each of the days. You can go to Canva, do it for free. It's easy, and it's actually fun. Tip number 6, change the group name, description, and custom URL. All right, so these are easy enough. You go to Group Settings. Up here is the name and the description. You just click on the pencil. I need to change my description. It's a little long. And up here, I made the mistake of making it the same in all 3 groups. And I think since the groups are a little bit different from each other, then I should have different intros. Okay, and the name of the group, if you put it here, it'll change it. Changing it does not change the link to the group. Now, if you want to, so we covered the group name in the description, the custom URL, that's right here where it says web address. Do not leave your Facebook group with the name of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, blah, 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 right? Nobody's going to remember that. They're not going to be able to find you. And it's just bad all the way around. So the name of this group is Junk Journal Tutorials and More. So I just clicked on the pencil. I wrote in Junk Journal Tutorials and More. The facebookgroup.com/groups/ is already there. And once your group has more than 5,000 members, you won't be able to customize your address again. Now, I was able to change the name on this group and the name on the other group once. So get it right. Choose a group name in the URL carefully. Check your spelling and your grammar too. Use your main keyword in the title. What is your group about? So like these are junk journal groups, so the word junk journal is in the title. I'm going to go back with Sweet Pea Papers. It's not growing very much, and I just need to get the group kind of going again. And so I think I'm going to add the name Junk Journals back in. Okay? As it used to be, well, first it was Sweet Pea Papers, then it was Sweet Pea Papers Junk Journals. And more fun or something, I don't know, but I would think of something. Okay, so this will help your group get noticed when people search for groups on their topic of interest. Now, that goes to your privacy. You want to make your group private. Once you're private, you cannot go back to a public group, because you have to protect the privacy of the group members that already had posted when it was private. So then you can't go around and then turn around and make all those posts public. Look at all the messages I'm building up while I'm doing this. Okay? You want to make your group visible so that anybody can find the group. They still have to, join and answer the questions and stuff like that. If you want to make a working group, say you're running a collaboration and you set up a group just for those people to be able to talk to each other, then you would want to make it hidden, and then you would give each one of those people a link to join. Okay? Now, you want to set who can join. You want to decide whether people in groups or just people can join. So who can join the group? I have profiles and pages, which means people, and pages, which are businesses. I don't really have that much trouble. Some people do. So you just do profiles and pages, or only profiles, and you just tick it off and then click save. Very easy. Change any other major group settings you want to change on the first day of taking over. Save the rest, less important settings for later when you have enough time to breathe after taking it over and looking around and seeing what you want to change. Okay? Make a weekly, monthly post with an overview of what the group can expect as new and fun happenings. Now, you can do that every week or month, or you can just do it once when you take over the group. And then if you're not a monthly kind of person, update person, that's fine. You don't have to do that. I make a face-to-face video, and you could do it with your hands only and have papers that make your main points. If you're a little bit shy. But mine is called Monthly Update, very original. And it's a what's coming up in whatever month it is video at the end of every month as a summary of the last month and what the members, or the gang is what I call everybody, can look forward to in the next month. Now, I record ahead of time, so I usually have the completed projects for the next month to show them what they're going to be making. So that's always kind of fun. I think people kind of appreciate that as well. Tip number 10, change the group graphics and who the group belongs to. Okay? Change the base color if it doesn't match your new graphic. New graphic, you can make it Canva. The measurements are not exactly what they call a Facebook header. So you're going to have to ask a friend who made their own or whatever. I don't know the measurements. I will look it up and see if I can figure out. Mine was bigger and the top and bottom got trimmed off, but that just happened to not matter. The best way to do it is to make sure that you have enough room at the top and the bottom. You see how that cuts that off? And the top is okay because I had everything down a little bit so that the picture doesn't get cut off. This is where you edit it. Not everybody sees that, obviously, but you as the group admin or head admin or owner, you do see it. And so you just click on it and select upload, choose from a group of photos. You know what I mean, that regular kind of stuff. To change the color, go right back to where we were, which is group settings. And then it's right here under customize group, right where you changed your link. Please change your link, really, seriously. It's not hard. You just type in the name of your group and then you click save. The group color, you just click on it and this whole thing will open up. I just have the standard green, the accent color it picks. You can go in here and pick a custom color. If you click on that, oops. I thought there was, yeah, add color. And then you can pick in here whatever color you want. And then that will add a color to this group here. And then you can make that your main color, your primary color. Okay? Change the group questions. That's tip 11. Yeah, change the group questions. These are the questions people have to answer to join. I'm pretty easygoing and I only have agree to the rules and read the rules upon joining. It's their responsibility to follow the rules and not get their posts removed or get suspended from the group. It's not your responsibility to make sure they read them. They do have to check off that they did read them and agree to them before they can join the group. It isn't one of the ones where you can just click and you're automatically in. But if you want to have a group like that, you can take out the group rules altogether. So you click on group rules on the left, like we did before. Oh no, we don't want that. We want membership questions. That's what we're talking about. Now, right here, it's just ask people to agree to the group rules. That's all I ask for people to join. If they don't check that off, then they will show up on another page of group requests, and you can either accept them or deny them. And I deny them if they don't answer the group. Check this off as yes. Okay, if you want to add another question, you can put it here. A lot of people put on there like, how did you hear about our group? And things like that. That's just up to you what you want to add. And then the last thing is to change the admin assist settings. Now, I have a hate-love relationship with this. Your Facebook program will do things for you automatically so that you don't have to do them. So it will automatically approve member requests, and I like that, and I have it set to just, if they've had an account for 3 months or more, if they haven't, they don't just get bumped off into the ether. They just go into a list of member requests, and there'll be a list of people here, and you can either approve or disapprove them. Okay, so I like that one. And there's several more. You can suspend people for automatic settings. It'll automatically do that. You can decline a member if they haven't agreed to the group rules automatically. So I've got that set. And as you can see, I don't think I have any more. Oh, stop a message from sending. You know, I don't really have people messaging each other anyway, so I don't really have a problem. So those are my top 12 things to do and changes to make right away the day you take over the new group or the day after. I wouldn't mess around. I wouldn't wait for the old owner to do anything other than take themselves off as an admin. You don't want to do a bunch of work and then have them come back in and say, okay, thank you. That's not very fun. Okay? All right, well, that's it for this video tutorial. I will see you in the next running your Facebook group tutorial. And I hope you have fun until then. Have fun taking over your new group. And have fun changing everything around so that the group is truly yours and reflects your vision for the group and your personality. Okay? Alrighty. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.